I'm assuming from a combination from Glacius, Andromeda, and
It's
Armadon.
really interesting
Glacius picking
watching
up.
what Tobacco's been doing down here. Like, the two support heroes will go in on Pestilence, and then the other two support heroes will go on to support Pestilence, but Tobacco will run right up to, looks like Blue, who killed, wow, did Witchler go in for a kill up top and failed?
I didn't even watch that. I was just too busy looking at this Armadon skill build. Two into Snot early, and Spine Burst, which is not something we see in the everyday public. I can kind of understand the reasoning behind it though, because it drops the armor on that Pestilence, which is really good. Drops the armor on those squishy support heroes so that Glacius and Andromeda can really help out with their abilities. I think his comment stun is no, it's magic damage. Never mind. That point is moot. It's really helping them DPS down a tanky hero like Pestilence with 701 health, as opposed to 777
And
on
two
Armordon,
personal
but
healers,
he has a
yeah.
Blood Chalice down. Yeah, and two personal heroes. Yeah, so it's a really good idea. Incoming Andromeda from behind, putting out the stun, the slow, and I think something's going to go down here probably. The freeze coming up from Pestilence. Pestilence is dropping really low, and that Spine Burst is enough to drop him. And that's another kill for Armadom down bottom as SK takes a 7-1 early hero kill lead. That's a kill a minute. Um, as we see Tobacco up 3-0 and Fogged up 3-1. I didn't even notice that they died. That he's got so many kills up
Yeah,
top.
Balfagor did die. There was a
Really,
tower dive by that Soul Reaper JCP Lord, but they ended up killing each other, getting credit for each other because the tower finished him off.
well, that's still an advantage. Or who died first, actually? Do you
JCP
notice?
Lord died second, so he killed Balfagor, then died.
Okay. Well, the gold's still good for him, and I don't think SK Gaming is too
No,
worried about the Soul Reaper
not at
getting
all.
farmed. He's not the threat. The Pestilence is the threat here. When Soul Reaper gets farmed, he is moderately scary, but this Balfagor is doing a really fantastic job against him in lane, so I'm not too worried about that. As Balfagor already has his Ring of the Teacher finish, his Blood Chalice, his Marchers, and I think he's going to be working on getting that
Well,
Abyssal
who has the
Skull up.
top farm of the game? It is Tobacco, but close behind him is that Balfagor 279, and really the only person that can come close to that is this Witch Slayer in that solo lane. But it looks like
We get some
exactly.
initiation going in.
Uh,
Go
well,
ahead.
um, Wretched Hags is going to clean up all three of them.
Simple as that. There was nothing fancy there at all. They just kind of went in, did their dirty business, and they died.
Pretty much. The point I was trying to make with Armadon earlier is that the two supports would go in on Pestilence, and Tobacco would just run by Pestilence, not even really caring too much about him, and go for those supports, so it splits them up. And then by the time they try to heal with Pestilence, as we see Andromeda going down, but Witchslayer will get Smackdown for that. Yep, there it is, Smackdown. So it splits them up and really reduces the effectiveness of all of them because they have to go back in to save Pestilence, and Armadon's right there already banging on you. So I don't know. I think it's a very smart play by Tobacco, but at the same time, it's very risky if you can't trust your teammates.
But he
Yeah.
definitely can trust his teammates here because SK is really putting on a show for us with the teamwork here in the past two games. They're really doing a fantastic job supporting each other. We didn't comment, but Witch Slayer walked in to try to pick off one of the support players and got turned around, and he ended up picking off Andromeda, which is good. But I really don't think it's worth it to defeat Cardinal playing that Wretched Hag extra kill because Wretched Hag can do a fair amount of semi carrying herself when it gets to the mid game, and it's extra experience for Armadon, extra gold for everyone else who was around there. So as you see Armadon pulling these triple stack or double stack creeps down bottom, and HoN Newerth coming out from Balfagor here ended up doing enough damage with those minions to take down Soul Reaper. So 1-for-1 exchange there with Glacius being chased down by Witch Slayer and Pestilence getting the kill there. And if we take a look, Pestilence is kept down to level 4. Witch Slayer's level 8. And Voodoo Jester's level 5. When your Voodoo Jester is a higher level than your Pestilence, that's bad news. That's really bad news for this DRD team. And they're starting to go down and downhill here in this game. They need to pick this up, and they need to win some team fights. They need to get some tower pushes, and they need to get experience to take this back from SK.
I'm sorry, were you watching that Witch Slayer as he went down to 2 Balfagor minions?
No, actually, I
Yeah,
didn't
well,
notice.
Balfagor got really
Wow.
turned upon there by the Soul Reaper Voodoo Jester combo, and he died, but his minions lived on, was able to pick up the Soul Reaper, and then ran all the way back here to help out Glacius, and he dodged actually the stun, the graveyard coming out of Witch Slayer, and he just auto attacked him down with creeps, and eventually just killed him and picked up the kill for himself. So that was
That's
fantastic play.
fantastic play. That's why Belphegor. That's why Belphegor's banned first game. I think we see Andromeda just melting nothing with comments or from a and this might get turned around here actually by with some help from Glacius and our friendly neighborhood
Ooh, I
Armadon.
don't know.
Although, do you know what?
Yeah,
No,
there's the
no, it's
silver bullet. Yep.
freeze the silver bullet. That's it for that. More support coming in from every team here. Oh, and Cardinal really cleaning up there with his ultimate on Witch Slayer. If he had the mana, he doesn't have anything left in this bottle, so I don't think he can do very much here against the Soul Reaper who decided to come back in instead of running out. Oh, but there's support from Voodoo Jester, so not much is going to come from this. I don't think they might kill Armadon if he's got the
Nope.
mana for his ultimate.
He does
Well,
now,
actually,
yeah.
he did, but he didn't.
Man,
he
he's
couldn't get
kicking
close
himself.
enough.
He's like, 2
Yeah.
seconds, 2 seconds. Yep. But he just wasted all that mana, so.
Not much going
But yeah,
on.
that was very risky play there by Armadon. I mean, if Wretched Hag wasn't there, I'm pretty sure they would have tower dived just to kill him simply because he's being such a thorn in their side. But what's going on up top? We got a Balthagor chasing a Pestilence into the... I mean, look at these minions go. And now they're going to surround. Are they actually... If they get this kill off on Pestilence, I'm giving them props.
Do you know what I think he's going to get the kill off on Pestilence, honestly? Or he's going to get a really nice surround. He's doing a ridiculous tower dive right now. But incoming support from Glacius. Yeah, these minions are going to kill Pestilence, which is hilarious. But that's how underfarm, that's how successful their tri-lane was down bottom. They kept that Pestilence down. Glacius ultimate coming down on top of the HoN Newerth, taking down, or not taking down, but dropping them all to really low health. Minions coming out once again from Belphegor. He might be able to pick off the Soul Reaper if he's fast, and no, he's not going to be able to angle them the right way. He's just going to harass this Witch Slayer. Port's coming in, and he's going to do that. Oh, man. Look at this.
Yep.
Popping a health potion. He's going to get turned around on Voodoo Jester ultimate. That's going to be it for Belphegor, but that was really, really impressive play from him. He almost got that kill on that Witch Slayer. Had so little
If he had
health,
waited a
just not
little
enough.
longer on his HoN Newerth, it was at 77 charges because I was watching. If he had waited a little bit longer, he might have gotten it up to 100 and probably would have just insta-pwned both of them. But now Wretched Hag's in a little bit of trouble as her blink just finally gets up just in the nick of time, and there's no silver bullet for another 20 seconds. So I will say she's pretty safe right now. Of course, she's turning around.
Well, the thing about the and he's gonna go on this Witch Slayer here, and he's gonna do a lot of damage in incoming the and the ultimate comes out
Up to 3.
Smackdown. Cardinal is legendary, and I agree he is legendary. He's playing fantastic in the past 2 games here. We see a 3-man push going down on this Armadon. He's almost taken down this Pestilence, but there's just too much heals coming out from Demented Shaman and from and the HoN Newerth coming out just a little bit. Too much heals coming out from Soul Reaper and Demented Shaman as there's just fights going on everywhere with this SK gaming team. They're just coming in and supporting their teammates the best they can. Unfortunately, they weren't there on time for Armadon. Or not for Armadon, but they ended up taking down Witch Slayer and Pestilence in return.
I don't really think if Belphegor already had his demonic pathogen, I don't really think he needed to use his Helners to pick up that kill, considering how low hit points he had. But hey, at the same time, it's always nice to be sure that you're going to get that kill.
Well, he ended up hitting Soul Reaper and Demented Shaman, which is the reasoning behind that, right? So if they would have had if Wretched Hag might have been there a little quicker, they might have been able to turn that around and get both of those kills because they got dropped by the HoN Newerth. But it wasn't enough. If he would have just used the demonic pathogen in hindsight, it probably would have been a better idea, but no. Anyway, Belphegor's minions cleaning up down here on bottom lane. He's not afraid of these 3. Oh my god. Oh, wonderful play by Belphegor. That was beautiful. That HoN Newerth really turned things around here against him, and he's just using the minions, microing them around. You see that heal drops the minions down to nothing. That's what I said earlier. But oh god, okay. And then the the Withering Predations level 2 really ticked him down there as well as the heal. But then we just see Cardinal coming in, being the boss that he
Yeah,
is and just
but
cleaning this game
again,
up,
just the note, he's
taking
there
it.
too little too late to save his teammate. He even just ran, and then they all went on him, so it took a long time to get him back here. But that is why Balfagor is banned. He is just such a tank, and that hill on Newerth, like, what, a 60-second cooldown? Okay, that was almost back-to-back.
Yes, it is. And it scales really well into the late game. I mean, when you get to really high charges and you pop that and you get those, what are the
Oh,
minions
the
called?
code minions?
No, they get the extra. He gets the extra minions. They're called volatile minions. When they have a certain amount of health, and each team can hit them, and if they explode, they do 225 magic damage to enemies in 200 radius. So
Hmm.
that's
They're
ridiculous.
walking time bombs.
Like
Yeah.
that's they all spawn. Yeah, yeah. It's essentially the best ultimate in the game, in my opinion, if timed correctly and played correctly. As you see, I'm a push going down here on the bottom lane. Double D armored on comboed with the rest of the players there. Balfagor's pushing top by himself. Not sure if the tower's going to go down because DRD's coming in, and this might get turned around here on Armadon. The ultimate coming out, yeah, he's dead. Oh my God, Cardinal just coming in and just demolishing the Legion team, porting in, doing a sonar scream, popping his ult, and just dropping 3 heroes just like that. No chance whatsoever. As we see, this top tower is definitely going to go down with this Balfagor minions, and Balfagor just pushing solo by himself. We're taking a 25 to 11 hero kill lead for SK Gaming right now. 17 minutes into this game, 25 hero kills, 3 towers down, 4 towers down, another kill, 26 hero kills. As we see Witch Slayer go down, which is really disappointing. Port's coming in top. Not much they can do at this moment. Really just solid play all around from SK in both games. They're really showing that they are one of the top teams, and they're really showing DRD up as another vote. You can see it comes out really early from Fab here on DRD.
Oh, I'm here. Don't you worry. I was just listening to the sound of your voice lull me to sleep.
Sorry, I just quiet for a little bit.
You were on a
GG
roll.
bad picks. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess that's it. That's the third place game in the Cyber Swords Network tournament. SK is going to take third for the $100 prize pool. Just really demolishing DRD here, and they're blaming it on bad picks. They blamed it on a lag a couple times last game. They blamed it on their players not showing up on time.
You can blame it on everything, really.
Honestly, from this performance, I really think that was all DRD. I think SK just really outpicked them and outplayed them this game.
Well, not really going to disagree considering the score and the outcome, but there you go, folks. Third place game decided to SK Gaming over Dotally Rad Dot Com in the CSN opening tournament. That concludes all of this tournament, and I don't know, we might have some down the line, but at this point, this tournament is over and done with, and I hope you really enjoyed this series. Jesse, thank you very much for basically casting this entire game without me, and
Well, thanks a lot for having me, Jester. Really appreciate the opportunity, although I don't think I'm very good at this, and I don't know if I'll do it again, but we'll see. Anyway, that's
feedback
irrelevant.
will be coming through. Don't you worry.
Congratulations, SK Gaming, for the win, and looking forward to seeing more from the Cybersports Network. Thanks, guys, for watching our tournament.
All right, you guys all have a good night. Four Core Jester signing out.